Hey everyone, welcome back to the dannphan Chan. Today we got another indie comic, crowdfunded and now being reviewed by me. Arc Athena, officially published by Iconic Comics, who you may know has their big comic series Common America. The story and art of Arc Athena done by Eric Canete, who is a fantastic artist that I would recommend following. He has some killer inks, and this book is absolutely no exception for some killer art. A lot of people were showing off the art book that he was offering alongside the crowdfunding campaign. I'm actually starting to regret a little bit not getting it myself. Joining him on the team for this comic is also the coloring done by... I can't say that name. But the coloring in this book is also pretty fantastic. Eric Weathers does the lettering, Joe Fulton was the editor, and they also have a credit for design for Leonardo Olia. I'm not really sure what design entails as far as crediting goes. Do you mean like design of the logo, design of the characters, design of the book itself, like how it was formatted, and But anyway, let's get into the story of Arc Athena. So the story follows a superhero team known as Arc Athena. Now, while they may be superheroes with superpowers, they only get sent to do these fairly easy jobs to show off for the camera. So they are basically just a team put together for a PR campaign to show off how cool Arc is. And while they may have a lot of followers on social media, while they may be very good at creating a following, they're terrible superheroes. Very self-absorbed, they hit other teammates, they can't follow orders, terrible teamwork. But while they're showing off for the cameras, the real team, Arc Poseidon, is doing their dirty work. So in this particular issue, they're fighting what I can only assume are some type of fish aliens. They're the ones who are slaughtering these aliens left and right, fighting the big bosses, getting covered in guts, shit, and cum. A lot of cum. Obviously doing the work that would not be suitable for a PR campaign. But despite that, doing the work that needs to be done. They're the only ones who are actually making progress as far as defeating the alien threat goes. Now the leader of Arc Athena, tries to pull a stunt during one of their recorded fights, sets off her powers, loses control of them, and accidentally gets people killed because of her pure incompetence and inability to actually lead. She just wanted to show off for the camera, basically, and people got hurt because of it. And following the controversy of this, she's now forced to face the reality that she's not a real hero. Meanwhile, there is a much bigger alien threat looming ahead, and that's kind of where the first issue leaves us. 90% of the comic is basically action scenes, setting up the characters, what their powers are, what kind of people they are. And I gotta say, it is kind of overwhelming for a first issue, because you're not just being introduced to one team of 6 people, you're being introduced to 2 teams of 6 people, plus, you get all the side characters, you get the villains. It's a lot to take in at once. But as far as a first issue showing what a mission looks like with these 2 teams, it does its job in introducing you to the concepts, showing you cool action scenes, and of course, leaving you anticipating more. I don't know where exactly the plan is for this story, but I'm interested to see where it goes. I think the concept of there being this faux superhero team who's taking credit for the work of a much grittier superhero team is an interesting concept to throw in there. I will say the printing, while the pages and content of the book itself is fairly thin, the cover is so thick. It's like this cover put together makes up for more than the actual pages filling up the book. And if you did want to know the actual story page count of this book, it's roughly 49 pages if you count the double page spreads as being 2 pages. And there are quite a couple double page spreads in here. And 49 pages is pretty thick for a first issue, but it's pretty thin for a graphic novel per se. It's kind of in that mid section. I was pretty surprised to see the retail price on the back going for $40. Obviously, I didn't pay that much to get it. I wouldn't have paid that much to get it. You should also keep in mind that this is only 1 out of 6, so are people paying for it in stores going to have to pay like $240 to collect the whole series? Are some books going to be thicker than other books, or is this the thickness that we can expect for most of the books? Leaves a lot of questions, you know? But overall, I would say that this is probably a recommend from me. Just keep in mind that when you're buying the first book, what you're mostly buying is introductions and fight scenes that are going to lead in to the main story. But if you yourself have read Arc Athena, definitely let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments section. I'll leave links down below in the description where you can check this book out and, you know, more of Eric Canete. Subscribe if you would like to see more reviews from me, and if you're thinking to yourself, dannphan, you can dish it out, but can you take it? I do have my own comics on burningstarcomics.net. Yes, I do the comics too, so you can read those. As usual, thank you guys for watching. If you have any other comics that you would like me to review and take a look at, definitely let me know, and I'll look into those. I do have a couple more indie comics that I'll be reviewing soon, but you're gonna have to wait patiently because I have not read them yet. It's just kind of one of those things where you buy a lot of books and then they just sit on your bookshelf for an unknown amount of time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Till then.
Program restart.